Hi everyone, welcome back to the US CPA classes for regulation exam. In this particular video, which is special one, I'll be walking you through in detail about IRS website. So as a tax expert, whether you are a CPA, you are an enroll agent, or you are a tax attorney, or you are working with IRS or filing the tax return, you must know about all the feature of IRS website. So let's dive into to understand more in detail what all tools are being available, what all forms are being available, what all laws, regulations, and how you can navigate through the IRS website, and how it is practically very useful for you when you start working as a tax professional. So let's dive into to understand more in detail. Hi everyone, welcome back after the break. So, before the break, we have gone through all the key terminology on US taxation part, which is different in US compared to India, which you are exposed to. And now I'll be walking you through the IRS website, and then we'll jump onto the respective form for the filing of the tax returns for individual. So let me share the screen. There you go. So this is like very important website. You all can note it down. Very simple, irs.gov, right? So this is a website you need to type on your browser, and it will take you to the IRS website, right? This is the IRS website. So maybe I can share the link of this as well in the chat box quickly. So I request you all to please save this link. So I had a question: how will we complete my study within 6 to 8 months? And what are the case plan gonna teach? Sadaf, do you mind just unmute yourself and ask your specific question? Or if it is relating to planning, maybe like around 2 o'clock, once we are done with class, you can connect with me one-on-one, right? Will that be fine, Sadaf? Okay. So this is like IRS website, which is being very important and very informative website for each one of us to understand more in detail about US taxation. And in future, when you do job or when you do your own practice, this is the website most of the time you'll be visiting. So here, if you go to this filing, so there you will see like individual tax filer, business and self-employed, charitable, and not-for-profit organization, right? So all these details will come over here. So if you click on here for the individual, so you'll see there are like various steps to file, right? These are like easy to navigate. I would say you can go through very comfortably, and like one by one, step by step. If you read through, you'll see like the step very simple and easy to navigate for filing the tax return. So for example, if you need to file the tax return, you can just click on it, right? So here, how to file your tax return, step by step approach is being here. So who need to file, when need to be filed, refundables, filing status, income detail, everything is being provided here. This is, what I'm sharing is the resources, right? Don't expect like in the class I'll be walking you through in detail. That's practically not possible in entire 1 year, to be very honest. So I'll be sharing the resources where what is being available. You can go through at your own comfortable time, right? Second is the pay. When you need to make the payment for advanced tax, estimated tax, withholding tax, right? So this is the toolbar where you need to come. You need to add your bank details, your debit card, credit card, and then you can choose for installment payment method and electronic payment method also. So this will take you to the respective details, how you need to make the payments. So if you click on make the payments, it will ask you for your bank details and debit card detail, credit card detail, and everything. And when you are all set, you can make the respective payment, right? If you or any of your client has any refund due, right? So then you need to go into this tab for the refunds. And where is my refund? You can see the status of your refund by providing the specific, like unique identification number of the tax return which you have filed for yourself or your any tax filer, right? If you submit those details, you'll get to know the status of the refund. Normally in 2 weeks, you'll get the refund. That is a normal turnaround time. But for any reason, if there is any delay, so it may be, there may be possible that it has some additional information requirement, or it may went into for audit purpose, right? And for any tax credits, right, like we were discussing the earned income credit, child credit, what are the standard deduction, retirement plan, what are the things over there, any resource you wanted to study or you wanted to understand directly from IRS, you can go over here and get into the more and more details about the respective plans for the credits and deduction. This one is the most important, forms and instruction. For filing the tax return, like I said, the form 1040 for individual tax return and the instructions to file 1040, they both are being available in electronic form as well as in PDF form. Right, if you click on this, so it will take you to form 1040, right? So this is the PDF version. So here only you can click and you can download the latest PDF version. And then instruction how we need to file the 1040, that is being also being available. So if you click on this, it will give you the PDF version for the same. So then the respective schedules also being available over here along with the tax return which you need to file. Right. Another important thing I wanted to bring into your attention is W4 and W2 form. These are very important, which will be coming in, day out for your working. So W form, same way, like in India, how employee provide declaration to the employer that what all investment he is making, what all expenses he are incurring, right? All those things, so that like employer has an idea on what amount will be taxable and how much TDS that I need to deduct. Same way in US, all the employee need to report in form W4. So W4 W4 is the form which is in which employee need to provide the details to employer, that what all investment he has made, what all respective expenses has he made, what all things the employer need to be considered before withholding the taxes, right? So for this, like within 30 days of joining the job, it is being the responsibility of the employee to provide W4 to employer, right? Same way in India, like many of our many of us are working, right, professionals, right? So you would be receiving form 16, right? What is form 16? Hmm?
Statement of tax deducted at source, TDS.
Yeah. So your employer, whatever the TDS he or she has been withhold on the basis on what is your income. To be very honest, like they will give the computation as well, high level, based on the declaration you have provided in your income, what all deductions are being there, what all you can say HRA and other benefits, fringe benefits you have been availing. Accordingly, what is your taxable income? Based on that, what is being tax due and how much tax they have withhold, right? So that comes in the form 16. Same way in US, for that is respective form is called form W2, right? So today I'll be sharing with you both form W4, how it looks like, in which like employee need to give the declaration, and form W2, which employee receive after the year end. Normally in the month of January, specifically in this week of January, last week of January, most of the employee they receive W2 form. And as a tax practitioner, that is being your base when you're filing the tax return for any employee category of it, right? And WX, which is like amended returns, same form, right? And in addition to that, I'll be walking you through the respective form and I'll be sharing in the WhatsApp group as well. So first form is form 1040. So I'll be starting from here. So this is form 1040, which is like income tax return filing form, right? So income tax return filing form, you can file the income tax return both electronically as well as physically. So both the modes are open in the United States of America, right? So this is the, in addition to that, like if you go to the website here, if you see the tax proofs, if you go to this tax pros, so this is for tax professionals basically, who are like enroll agents, and CPA is being involved into the tax filings for others. So there are certain tools like for enroll agent, they need to take PTIN number, tax pro accounts, and e-services. So tools for tax professionals. So here, if you want to file your own individual tax return, that has been available free of cost. But in US, this tax pro tool, and there are a couple of other tools available on a subscription basis for the CPAs as well as enrolled agent who are into the tax filings, right? Tax returns prepared. So you can purchase those things over here. And for your individual tax returns filing, you can avail directly. So there is no charges. For individual, it is no charges. But for CPA tax practitioner, so there would be tools which are being available, which you can purchase on a subscription basis. So here, if you go, so there is all things like file providing service, Affordable Care Act, and all those information. So if you go over there, you will see like the respective forms and the details over there, right? So e-file provider.